Alright guys, let's talk about the real truth behind Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, the brand new generation of remakes that are dropping out next Friday, or technically now this upcoming Friday now as of today's recording of the video. All the versions have actually been officially announced and dropped now, as you can see from the beginning of the screen. And there's a big problem with this because it really showcases that this game isn't technically a remake. It feels more of like a remaster, right? So obviously, of course, leave a like if you're enjoying the video. You know, you're excited for the video. So obviously, of course, you want to leave a like, help out the channel. Let me know your thoughts down below. Are you buying Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl? So the biggest problem of these games comes down to the version exclusives. And the honest truth behind this game is it really just feels like a remaster to me rather than a remake, because everything going on with the game is very dated. It's very dated when it comes to this. So there's been a big argument in the community now for a few years now about how version exclusives are dumb. Now, I never really saw the problem with it, especially in Sword and Shield, because, you know, brand new generation game, right? We're already so normal to it. It's already so used to it. So the problem with this, though, is that it's like, who is getting hyped for Sudowoodo? Okay, so the big problem with this, it's also just cap. I'm gonna just debunk it right now. So you cannot get Gliscor before Hall of Fame because you actually get the Razor Fang near the Battle Tower post-game in Diamond and Pearl. So this was already a lie. Unless I'm wrong and somebody wants to correct me, then please, because everything that I've looked up, I've searched myself and even looked at Diamond and Pearl, even for this game, it's only post-game. So, like, no. So, that at least is what I've seen. Correct me if I'm wrong. But the problem, though, is that, so the big problem with it, though, is that version exclusives really seem dated now, dated mechanic, at least within games like these, because when you have a game like this, it's a remaster, you think that it would be at least more of them, at least new stuff, but no, it's the exact same ones from the old games. And I'm not sitting here complaining, guys. I'm mainly opening discussion, right? It's not the world's worst thing because there are some new things, right? Like, at least I don't remember the three beasts and Ho-Oh and the birds and Lugia being exclusive to these games. So I think that's new. I actually do think that's new. And the debate on Palkia versus Dialga will come another day, right? But I guess you can look at these and think, who is really getting excited for, I don't know, like a Dukong in Diamond, or like a Stantler in Pearl? Like, dude, I get Kecleon because Kecleon is a static rare mon that you can't find anywhere else in the Hoenn region. You can only get it as a static Pokemon with the Devon scope that Steven gives you. So why is it that Stantler is the counterpart? Like, because look at it, right? These two are already exclusives in Fire Leaf Green, right? Fire Red right here, Leaf Green. You get it, right? You get it. I'm almost positive as well, too, that these were not exclusives in Fire Leaf Green. They were just regular, so they split them up. Sure, they're opposites. Sure, right? And Electivire and Magmortar. Sure, you get it, right? They're opposites. A lot of these make sense, right? Like the fossils. Sure. Weird because there's no Omastar and Kabutops in the separate games, but I mean, like, but at the same time, you also only get one. You don't actually get, because you can only take one from the, you know what I mean? So it's like, okay, I'm not hating this one too much, right? Because you technically only get Omastar in one game, but you get the option to get both. It's weird. It's weird. But like Honchkrow and like Miss Maggie's, sure. Skuntank and Purugly, sure, right? They just chose two new Cinnamons, sure, right? This just feels incredibly unfair because I get that Scyther is actually the Pinsir counterpart, which, fun fact, I didn't know that it is. But the sad reality is that Pinsir just doesn't have an evolution. So it's like just Pinsir's getting raw dog. He just does not have an evolution, you know what I mean? So Scizor is going to be the cooler one because Pinsir just doesn't get an evolution. Like, he got a Mega, but he just doesn't get a standard evolution, which I remember way back in the day, in my youth, a lot of people were really theorizing there's going to be a Pinsir evolution because there's like Scizor, you know what I mean? There's like a Jinx pre-Evo. Jinx even got some love with the pre-Evo. Pinsir wasn't touched at all. So instead of touching Pinsir, they're like, oh, we'll just make him a rival. We'll give him another rival that's not Scyther. We'll give him Heracross, who actually got a better Mega and who's actually just busted his shit. So, Pinsir, it sucks to be you, buddy. But here's the weird part. You have Gliscor, right? And, okay, he only evolves at night, so that's the whole premise of him with Teddiursa, right? He only evolves at night. Teddiursa is like, you know, a moon bear Pokemon. You get it, a little bit. If you think about it, you get it, right? Sudowoodo, though. Like, it's just, I would actually like to know the concept behind on why they chose some of these mons. And again, I'm not hating, guys. I'm not hating. I just think it's funny, right? I just think it's funny. Or like how there's Dukong and like Slowpoke, right? So it's like, okay, Pearl Boy's kind of winning here. But overall, in the grand scheme type of things, it just seems like Brilliant Diamond has the absolute better exclusives. Now, I know a lot of people think exclusives are dumb because they're going to go at the end of the day saying, what's the point in trading? Not everybody can trade, right? Not everybody has friends, not everybody has siblings, not everybody can trade. The benefit, though, guys, is that these games now have Wi-Fi, so it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, versus don't really matter. Does it make it annoying to complete your decks? Yes, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really truly matter because with the accessibility of Wi-Fi now and everyone their mother being at home so this pandemic, it literally doesn't matter. You can trade with anybody on Twitter.com or Instagram.com or literally anywhere. You know what I mean? So it doesn't really matter. But I guess, I mean, like, if you're like an introvert, maybe, because then you don't want to go out of your own way. So it's like, I kind of get it, but it doesn't really matter. Or like this Men's versus T-Tar, people have to actually try and pit the two against. Like, T-Tar just isn't way better, but I mean, like, they do different jobs. You know what I mean? People try and put them up. Like, T-Tar is obviously more used, but they do different jobs, right? So then obviously, if you actually look at it, I think Articuno is the worst bird. Moltres is actually pretty good, especially the inclusion of Heavy Duty Boots, which is not in this game, but Moltres is a lot better now. If Zapdos is just better than all of the dogs combined, right? And then Lugia is just better than Ho. Like, it's like, I mean, like, they just do their own things, but Lugia is more times out of 10 better than Ho. So it's interesting, right? It's very interesting to say the least that these are the version exclusives and this is what it decided to do. Now, being me, I actually posted this on Twitter, and I stole this from Patters, by the way. Shout out to Patters, by the way. Shout out my guy. Because Patters tweeted this saying, imagine seeing these version exclusives and then choosing Shining Pearl. LOL. I just changed it from Shining Pearl to Brilliant Diamond because I bought Shining Pearl because I like Palkia more. Right? Shout out to my Palkia boys. We get a lot of hate. I like Palkia more. So, and looking at these exclusives, right, we could just jot this down. Easy, guys. Easy. Let's just jot this down real quick before I actually look at the tweets. So, first row, Honchkrow, Miss Magius. They're honestly both really good. Pick whatever you pick. I like Honchkrow more, but pick whatever you pick. I like them both, honestly, but pick whatever you pick. Rampardos versus Bastiodon. I like them both, but I like Rampardos obviously a lot more. Skuntank versus Purugly. They're honestly both really strong mons. I think Purugly gets way too much hate. It's actually a strong mon that you get pretty early on within the game. So, versus Skuntank, which you get later in the game, versus Glameow, you get Glameow pretty early on. You know what I mean? So, each strong, but I forget what Glameow level it evolves at, so maybe you could just use it for that. Then there's Scyther, which in the new Underground, you can actually get Scyther really early in the game, but then it's also locked behind Trade Evolutions, which, I mean, is a very dated mechanic if you ask me. Versus Pinsir, who's just good off bat. Like, Pinsir is actually a good and strong mon to use in a playthrough. He's a good mon. Good strong fighting moves. Really strong bug moves, X's, or you know what I mean? The guy is decent bulk, decent attack. Like, he's actually a strong mon. He is. Is Scizor way infinitely better? Yes. Scizor makes Pinsir look like trash. But Pinsir is actually a strong mon in a playthrough, at least. Both of these, you don't even, this is also just a lie. This is a lie. You get first off, you get Magmortar, Electivire, and Gliscor at the end of the game. So, like, because you get the Magmarizer, Electrizer, and Razorfang at the end of the game. So, unless there's something I don't know, where you can find these three in the wild underground, which I actually did, by the way, look at the data mine for wild you can find underground, and they just were not there. You can find Electabuzz and Magmar and Gligar, but you cannot find their finals. So this is a lie. You do not get these before the Hall of Fame. This is a lie. This is a lie. So I don't know. And then, I mean, but all in all, these two are relative to each other. Gliscor is obviously one of the best mons on this entire list. Literally, he is a top tier OU threat. He's one of the best mons on this entire list. So Gliscor takes, like, this mon, Gliscor, takes this entire chunk right here and shits on it. Gliscor is infinitely better times 50 than all the mons put together on this list, plus Dynamax, plus Gmax, plus Mega, plus Z-Ring, ratio. Gliscor did it better. You fell off. Like, you know what I mean? Platinum out. You get Gliscor way early in Platinum. Platinum out. Obviously, I mean, these two are relatives all to each other. They're both, like, are on the same power. I mean, like, Arcanine is Intimidate. Arcanine boys are winning here. Arbok is also has Intimidate. It's way better than Sandslash, who just uses rocks, right? Dugong, this is where Diamond falls off, because Dugong is dog dick. versus actual Soul King and Silver, which are phenomenal mods. And then Stantler and Kecleon. Kecleon gets Protean, but not Incineration. So back to this. Stantler's actually better than Kecleon in Incineration because Stantler has a decent attack stack and he actually hits pretty good. So Stantler, yes, he actually is stronger than Kecleon. I know, dude. I know. It's more debatable. I mean, Kecleon has more usage, but I mean, like, I think people like Stantler is not like if you put them relative to each other, Stantler's not the worst fodder. Ludicolo is way better than Shifter in any day, shape, and form. It is new knockoff though. It's new knockoff. Never mind. Kecleon did it better. Never mind. Shifter has new knockoff. It's the only thing carrying him though because his moves suck. Otherwise, Ludicolo just does it way better. Like, they're both, like, weather sweepers, but Ludicolo just does it way better consistently in the day, shape, and form. We can see Lunatone is better than Solrock. It's not close. It's consistent, right? So, Sviper and Zangoose. Zangoose is better, so tough. And then Mawa versus Sableye. Sableye is light years better. Prankster, it's not even close. So, then you have, of course, T-Top versus Mens. They're both really strong mons. Really strong mons. I mean, I'm just going to say right now, one was Ubers at one point, especially in Generation 4. Salamence was Ubers. T-Tar was not. So I'm just going to go ahead and say that Mens actually wins this one. In the consistency basis, T-Tar is better, but in overall power, Mens is better. So what can I say, man? What can I say? And then when it comes down to the beasts versus the birds, right? So the biggest problem with this is Ho and Lugia are relative. They do two different things, so it's kind of dumb to put them against each other. Like one's a wall and then one's also a wall, but offensive. I mean, but I guess Lugia is as well too. In the grand scheme of things, one doesn't have a times 4 weakness. So, I mean, like, I'm just saying, man, you know what I mean, dude? And there's no heavy duty boots. So, ratio, and then between the beasts and the birds, right? So, and we'll just compare them on the typings, right? Entei versus Moltres. Moltres is actually better. I know one has a times 4 weakness, but Moltres on a consistency basis is way stronger. He just uses more power, right? And there's roots in the generation. Like, Moltres is just better, right? But it's weird because Generation 4 remakes, but there's some old things, I don't know. So I guess if you conclude that it's basically a Gen 4 HD version, Entei is better, right? It's weird, right? It's weird. That one's up to you. Raikou versus Zapdos. Zapdos is better, but Raikou is really strong. And then Suicune versus Articuno. It's not even close. Suicune is better. Articuno is actually not strong. Articuno has been consistently dog shit since the time it's dropped. Like, you only use Articuno for Lance. So, in a grand scheme of things, like, they're really not too far off. I just think the ones in Shining Pearl, like, the bads in Shining Pearl are way worse. Like, you have, like, Sudowoodo, you have Pinsir, right? People don't ever really care about Bastion. I mean, he's not even that strong, but... people shit on Beedrill, but like Beedrill is stronger than Butterfree. I mean, Butterfree is strong too, though. Like, it has Quiver Dance, right? So actually, not a lot. Butterfree has Quiver Dance, but Beedrill's not, like, they're not too far off from each other. You know what I mean? It's new gen knockoff, so Beedrill's at an overall net positive. I mean, Sandslash, we're just gonna ignore that because he's little dog shit. Stantler is actually like kind of fodder as well too. So people just look at the bads, they're Shining Pearl, and they're just like, all right, well, bad. And you can see that because in the reactions of my tweet, you see. There was a tweet that stood out to me. This guy said, dissing Brilliant Diamond exclusives when we've got Honchkrow, Scizor, Gliscor, and T-Tar post-game. Though, not gonna lie, we should have Mortar. LOL. Okay. Don't even follow me. And he said it. Okay. Go right. Okay. So, okay. So we're gonna be booking on. This guy's unhappy with Diamond. I got a Honchkrow and Electivire. I'll finally get to use an Electivire in a playthrough. So excited. Oh, buddy, you get it post-game. Sucks. Okay. There's some funny ones. I'm not gonna lie to you. I saw. Diamond goes hard just because Scizor and Zangoose alone. This guy is a Zangoose fan because he looks at where's Gliscor is like the #1 carry here, bro. Gliscor is one of the best mons to ever come out of Sinnoh, bro. My man Snack skips it because he thought I was serious for a second. Listen, man, I was not serious when I posted this, but a lot of people are taking me serious. Like, look at these quote retweets, bro. I'm in a pack, bro. I'm in a pack, man. I'm in a pack. Bro, I hope, man, they could at least give him the worst of the day better exclusives. What? Bro, I'm tired of people thinking Palkia is ass. Palkia is strong as shit. Like, what? What? Dude, I'm tired of this. Truly, I'm tired of this. I really am. This guy said, imagine seeing the Virtus because of not buying both. Okay. Tactical Togepi. Hey, yo, what? So that's I'm telling you, some funny interactions. It is. I'm truly not gonna lie to you. Consider for once, I won't be using Electivire or Gliscor, but Diamond only uses I'd want are Rampardos, Dialga, and the 3 legendary beasts. Although Diamond got Solrock, so I'm saddened. So this guy's a Solrock fan, and he did not get Solrock. Okay, fair. This guy is a absolute total Chad. I quote retweeted this guy saying he's a badass. This guy said, don't care. I pre-ordered both copies. Like, okay, let me sit down real quick then. What? Like, let me sit down real quick. Like, that's what I'm doing. I was sold to second on Rampardos, Keck W. People gas up Rampardos like he isn't a terrible mon. He has one good stat and it's attack stat. Like otherwise, Rampardos struggles consistently. He is weak to like one of the most common moves in the game, water, number one. And number two, it just sucks. Like he sucks. And I love Rampardos. I love dinosaurs more than literally anybody in this entire thread. And I love Rampardos to death. And I'll tell you that he sucks. He has one good stat, it's attack stat. He's actually bad. Like he's not good. He's bad. But I wish that with the Choice Scarf, he's at least viable, but even then, like, he struggles way too much. You know what I mean? He hits hard, but if you hit hard and you can't take a hit and you can't move, it's like, what's the point? You know what I mean? This is how much I became one of my favorite mons because of how much he carried my team in the original Diamond, literally no competition. So a lot of people are using like their old nostalgia, which is fair. This is actually the number one time to use nostalgia because it's a remake, and I'm going to say remake in air quotes because it's literally the same game that dropped 15 years ago. Guys, I'm also choosing one over the other because exclusives. Did you forget that trading exists? Jordan the last. Bitch. What? No, I did not remember that trades existed. Let me back up, Jordan. Damn, girl, I did not know. Those guys, the only advantages Pearl has is low tide line and Magmar and Slowbro line and Palkia, because Palkia is actually better than Dialga. This guy said, say it again, BD had the better playthrough mons. SP got BD beat in the post game though, but not as much as BD had them beat during the playthrough. Okay, so this guy's saying that SP's better on post-game and BD's better in playthrough-wise. So playthrough-wise, I mean, you do have Scizor and you do have Honchkrow. Honchkrow is a consistently stronger mod than Miss Maggie's. So, but they're relative, so it's not too far off on how much. Like, if like Miss Maggie's is like, let's say 100%, Honchkrow's like 101. You know what I mean? It's really not that far off. It's really not. So, but yeah, no. I mean, he also gets Sucker Punch, but not in this generation. He doesn't even get Brave Bird in this generation. Fun fact, do you guys know that? He doesn't get Brave Bird this generation. Like, people are only thinking about, like, updated move skills. No, it's Diamond and Pearl. He gets Brave Bird in Heart Gold till Silver. He does not get Brave Bird in Diamond and Pearl. So since this game is a Diamond and Pearl remake, he's stuck with Wing Attack. I think the best thing he gets is Drill Peck. And even then, I don't even think he learns Drill Peck by level up. So, yeah, no. Honchkrow does not get Brave Bird in this generation. So I'm telling you, they're literally relative. At least in this current generation, they're relative because he does not get Brave Bird. So they're the exact same power because he does not get Brave Bird. But it's just funny. Like, this guy is saying that playthrough wise, I mean, I guess, yeah, right. Corviknight, Butterfree, Arcanine, yeah, Scizor, yeah. I mean, like, yeah, I guess, yeah, right, yeah, I guess, yeah. So, and then the post game with what, like men's post game? I mean, yeah, Ludicolo post game. I mean, yeah, Slow King over Dukong, yeah. I mean, but like, it's not too far off, you know. So I get his point. It's a fair point. I get what he's trying to say. There were some funny ones about, dude, oh my god, the Gligar and Diamond hurts. Other than that, and Seal, what an L. True! The only L Diamond takes is no Magmar, but I'm Chimchar guy, so it's not a biggie. This guy is talking about the only L it takes. Can we also talk about that technically the remakes did add a new fire type? We got Ho-Oh. So, yeah, you guys keep complaining about fire types. We now got one new fire type. Okay. But this guy's talking about no L's. Y'all got Dukong, bro. What? No shot, man. No shot, dude. This guy said dogs better than the birds. They're not dogs. Fun fact. I'm gonna be an anal Arnold here. They're not dogs, buddy. Okay, man. Raiku's a cat. Entei's a lion and a mastiff, so he's technically both, buddy. Okay, and Suicune is a wolf. Suicune is, but he's also has like he's half wolf, like half like leopard / cheetah. So like Entei and Suicune are hybrids. Raikou is a true prime cat. So no, you're wrong, buddy. They're not. Raiku's a fucking cat. What dog looks like this? Like, bro, what? He doesn't follow me, so I can roast him so I want, right? This guy says to everyone picking Pearl, don't get scared of the image, and it's Sandslash. I love Sandslash to death, but he's spitting. Sandslash really just sucks. I mean, it blows. But this guy also is the Candace stand, and Candace is a loser. Candace, dick in your mouth, buddy. Candace is a loser, bro. He's not wrong, though. Sandslash is a horrendously bad mod. It has been bad since the day he dropped. Like, Sandslash just sucks. I love him to death. Look at his design. Badass as hell, man. Who doesn't think this is cool? But he sucks. Sandslash is very, very bad. This guy just saying Palkia over Dialga. Okay. Honchkrow over Miss Magius. Okay. Rampardos for Bastion. Okay. So far, he's kind of spitting. Skuntank over Purugly. Okay. Scizor over Pinsir. Okay. Electivire over Magmortar. Okay. Gliscor is equal to Ursaring. Wrong. Wrong. He was spitting until this. Gliscor is way Gliscor is like one of the best things. The only thing better than Gliscor on this entire list that's not Dialga and Palkia. No, it's only Dialga and Palkia. Like, Gliscor is actually better than Scizor. It's better than Mence. It's better than T-Tar. It's better than every other legend there. Okay, well, except for that fucking Ho and Lugia as well, too. Like, Gliscor is fucking busted as shit, man. Let's not forget. Poison Heal, Toxic Orb is insane, bro. This guy's Arbok equal to Sandslash. Yeah, I'm not gonna fight that one too hard. I'm gonna equal to Ninetales, wrong. Kecleon over Sandler being better. I did actually say this. Now, since it is a nerfed version of Kecleon, he's not entirely too far off. Like, the gap between the two is really not that big, since it is a nerfed version of Kecleon. Even with Protein, Kecleon was still kind of lower tiered. But since it's a nerfed version of Kecleon without Protein, he's really not too far off. When people are shitting on Sandler, like, Kecleon isn't just as bad. Like, it gets, like, knockoff. That's the only thing better. So it's like Kecleon's, like, slightly better, but, like, they're really not too far off. You know what I mean? They're probably going to be the exact same tier. It's really not that far off, right? Dugong is equal to Slowking. This guy's actually high. This guy's high. Ludicolo over Shiftry, sure. Stable over Mawile, sure. Stable over Zephyr, sure. Solrock equals Lunatone. I won't fight that one too hard. But, like, Tito over Mence, dogs over birds. They're just not dogs. Who started this? Hose equal to Lugia. Not gonna argue it. Nah, Diamond sadly wins. Okay, I mean, like, he said sadly. I'm not gonna fight it too much, right? There was one tweet I wanted to show you guys real quick where it was my just found out. Bro, that's insane, dude. This guy's spitting. I'm getting both versions. Pikmin out of context sort of responded to me. We move. My man used my own reaction of myself. So, like, when I had long hair, it sucks. There was this chicken nugget looking out the fucking character. Dude, I'm actually happy a lot of people actually like Kratos. I didn't think anybody did. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, you know? Patterns responding to saying, I'm not mad you stole my tweet. I'm mad you're pretending that don't absolutely smoke pearls. Like I said, I don't think it's an absolute blowout like people actually think it is. Like, if you look at the actual nitty gritty of it, and it's a nerfed version of majority of the mons, it's really not that big of a gap. Now, I know on paper it looks that bad because, I mean, Pearl got an extra 1. Diamond gets 2, we get 3. But it's Sudowoodo, so we could just say we got 2, right? Ursaring's like a truck. Mortar's like a truck, but Ursaring only has attack stat. All of the other stats are very bad. So he's kind of like a slightly better Rampardos, you know what I mean? But he gets quick feet, so, and guts. So, on a consistency basis, he does consistently do a lot more damage. But just at the long run, guys, like, I think looking on paper, some people think it's bad because you have the really bad ones like Sudowoodo, Beedrill, and like Sandslash. But that's just really it, though. It's only Sudowoodo, Beedrill, and Sandslash are only the 3, and the Diamond has like what? Like Seal, Mawile, because Mawile is actually horrendously nerfed in Arbok. So, like, it's really not that bad. Everything else I would actually debate is pretty viable within Diamond. And then I would debate also everything else in Pearl is pretty viable as well, too. Now, if you want to go to actual competitive places, we're not talking about that. We're talking about in the matter of the playthrough strategy-wise. And if it's 3 for 3, right? Legendaries are legendaries. They have legendary stats at the end of the day, so regardless of the typings, they're fine, right? So you can just say that the birds and the beasts are relative in playthrough-wise at least, right? But, yeah, it's 3 for 3. It's really just 3 for 3. Right? And if you want to say Bastion is bad, you can also say Rampardos is bad because Rampardos is literally not good. So, like, in reality, grand scheme type of things, and Pitch is great in the playthrough-wise, and so is Progly. People have this, like, idea that Progly's bad. So really, it's just 3 and 3. So it's actually really equal when you think about it. People just look at it on paper and think that it's absolute world-weird thing. So I don't think it absolutely smokes Batters. I don't. I do think Diamond does have better exclusives because if you want to go on a deeper layer, right, Scizor is like consistently stronger than Pinsir, right? You guys have Gliscor, so I could just stop reading after Gliscor. So at the end of the day, I'm not arguing it. Diamond does have better exclusives. But I am saying, though, that blowing out the water, I don't think it's as bad. I don't. I really don't. So, and I told him I got low tab, bro. He gave me Kecleon. What the fuck? Who responds low tab with Kecleon? I don't even know. Guys, let me know what you think. End of the day for these exclusives. Are you Team Diamond? Are you Team Pearl? How do you even feel about exclusives in general, guys? Leave a like down below, subscribe. I'm streaming the entire game this Thursday. This Thursday, the 18th, I'm streaming the entire game. Be ready for that on this YouTube channel, guys. We're posting BDC videos all week. Thank you for coming out, guys. Thank you for watching. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe. Cop the merch. It's on the screen right now, guys. The link is in the description. They last for a while. And I'll see you guys then.